Hello everybody, and once again welcome to Pankaj's Echelon tutorials, and this is the continuation of our video on Algebra 2 chapter from Igcse, and as you know I am referring to the book David Reyner. So we will be today doing exercise 2 on it's on directed numbers. Okay, so first let me give you a brief idea of what is directed numbers. Okay, and then we'll come to the exercise 2 directly. Okay, so let us get started. Okay, now first of all let me tell you what is directed numbers. Okay, directed numbers are nothing but, let me write down first. Yeah, directed numbers. Okay, directed numbers are numbers which has some sign, either a positive or a negative sign. Okay, so plus 8 is a directed number, plus 100 is a directed number, minus 2 is a directed number, minus 50 is a directed number. Okay, so any number with either a positive or a negative sign is known as a directed number. Fine. Now if these numbers are like whole numbers, okay, then they are also known as integers. Okay, but integers also includes a zero. Okay, so zero and any positive number and any negative number together, okay, together they make integers. Okay, so what are integers? Integers are nothing but positive number, negative numbers, and a zero. All these together are known as integers. But of course, integers will not include fractions. Okay, so integers and directed numbers are almost related. Directed numbers are numbers which has either positive or a negative side. Okay, now question arises is how you are supposed to add or subtract or multiply and divide two directed numbers. Okay, so you may come across many methods of doing that, but the best method is you have to study the algebra of these directed numbers in terms of addition and subtraction, okay, of directed numbers. Okay, this is also known as addition and subtraction of integers. Okay, addition and subtraction of directed numbers. This is in one step. We'll do this. In the second step, we can study multiplication and division of directed numbers. Okay, so in steps we will have to study. Okay, first we'll study how to do the addition and subtraction of directed numbers, and then after doing that we'll study how to do multiplication and division of directed numbers. Okay, this exercise number 2 has some 60 questions in that, sub questions 1 to 60, and all these 60 questions are based on addition and subtraction of directed numbers. Okay, so in all these questions, 60 questions, you have to just remember two things. Okay, number one, you should know the two rules, okay, of addition and subtraction. Okay, now what are these two rules? The two rules are, number one, rule number one is, suppose you have two numbers, okay, with the same sign. Okay, suppose you have two numbers with the same sign. Okay, then how we are going to add the two numbers? Okay, and suppose second is, suppose they have opposite sign, then how we are going to add the two directed numbers? So these are the two rules. Okay, for same sign there's a rule, and for opposite sign there's a different rule. I'll give you one example. Suppose you take 8 and you take 10. Okay, now both this has positive sign, so positive 8 and positive 10, both are directed numbers. Now if you want to add these two numbers, okay, when you want to add these two numbers, okay, what will happen? This can be written as 8 plus 10 only. Okay, in short it can be written as 8 plus 10. Now the rule says that whenever you want to add two directed numbers with the same sign, now this is the rule for same sign. Okay, see, both has the same sign, plus and plus. So what you have to do is, whatever sign, the same sign you can see, that sign you put here. So I can see that for both 10 and 8, the sign which is same is positive. So I'll put that positive sign over here. Next, what I'll do, ignoring the signs, I'll pay my attention only to the numbers. So it is 10 and 8. So I'll just add those two numbers, 10 and 8. 10 and 8 makes 18. So my answer will be plus 18. Okay. I'll give you one more example. Suppose you have minus 8 and you have minus 10. Both are directed numbers and both have the same sign. Okay. Now suppose you want to add these two numbers. So I'll put a plus in between them. Now this can be written as minus 8 minus 10, right? So if you put an addition sign in between two negative numbers, okay, directed numbers, it will work out to minus 8 plus minus 10 this way. Okay. Now you can see that these are two directed numbers with the same sign minus. So the rule says that whatever sign, is same. So in this case, the same sign is minus. So that sign I will put first. Then ignoring the sign of both the numbers, I'll just concentrate on the number. So it is 8 and 10. So I'll just add them up. So it will become 18. So the answer will be minus 18. So 10 plus 8 makes plus 18 and minus 8 minus 10 makes minus 18. So I hope this rule has been understood by you. This was the rule for the same sign directed numbers. Now I'll show you the rule for opposite sign directed numbers. Okay. Now let us take an example of a plus 8 and a minus 10. Okay. Now if I want to add these two numbers, two directed numbers. So first of all, these two directed numbers, if I remove the bracket, it can be written as 8 minus 10, right? Rather plus 8 minus 10. Okay. Now you can see that these two directed numbers have opposite sign. One has negative sign, one has positive sign. So in such case, what you have to do is you have to put the sign of a bigger number. Now out of this, the bigger number is 10 and its sign is minus. Now remember, in directed numbers, the sign for a number is the one which is before the number, not after the number. Okay, before the number. So the sign for this 10 will be minus. So I'll put this minus sign over here. Next, what I will do, I will take the bigger number. From that, I will subtract the smaller number. So from 10, I will subtract 8 and I will get the answer as 2. So my answer will be minus 2. Understood? Once again, I am repeating. If you have two directed numbers with opposite sign, what you have to do is, if you want to add those two numbers, you have to take the sign of a bigger number. So I have taken minus because 10 is a bigger number and its sign is minus. I will take a minus first. The next step, what you have to do is, from the bigger number, you have to subtract the smaller number. So from 10, I have subtracted 8 and I got the answer as 2. So minus 2 is the final answer for plus 8 minus 10. Okay. Now, suppose you want to do 10 minus 8, something like that. Okay. Now, this is also two directed number with opposite sign. So the rule says that first you write the sign of a bigger number. So bigger number here is 10 and its sign is plus. So I'll write a plus over here. Then what you have to do, you have to subtract this smaller number from the bigger number. So 10 minus 8 will give me 2. So the answer will be plus 2. Okay. So if you carefully see, if you follow these two rules of same sign and opposite sign, okay, then all these 60 questions in this exercise 2, you can very easily find the answers to them. Is that clear? So with these two rules already explained to you now, we will start with the exercise questions. Okay. And quickly we will try to complete this exercise because there's nothing big in this exercise. Once you have understood the rules, you have to just apply those rules. Okay. And you can get the answers, right? So I am quickly starting with the question number 1. Okay, of exercise 2. Fine. Question number 1. Right. Now, rather I'll write only 1 because every time it will be a wastage of time if I keep on writing that question. Okay. So the first one. This is for exercise 2, first one. Now, first one is plus 7 and then plus 15. Okay. Okay. Sorry. Plus 7 plus 6. Okay. Now this is the question. So first of all, what I will do is I will get rid of this bracket. So it will become plus 7 plus into plus is plus. So it will be plus 6. Okay. So I've got rid of this bracket. So now I have two numbers, directed numbers. and they are plus 7 and plus 6. Okay, so I have to add them. So it will be what I have to do is, because they belong to that plus same sign category. Okay, so I'll put the same sign plus over here, and then I'll add 7 and 6. 7 and 6 works out to 13. So the answer is plus 13. Now I'll be a little faster. Second question is plus 11 plus 200. Okay, so as usual, I'll get rid of this bracket. So it will become plus 11, plus into plus is plus, and then 200. Now you have two directed numbers with the same sign plus. So I'll put that same sign plus over here, and I'll add the two numbers ignoring the sign. So 211, if I add, it becomes 211. So this is the answer for the second one, right? Third one is minus 3, and it's not in the bracket. Minus 3, and then there's a plus, and then minus 9 in bracket. Okay, so first you have to get rid of bracket. So it will be minus 3, plus into minus is minus, so it will be minus 9. Okay, so minus 3 and minus 9 are the two directed numbers with the same sign minus. So the answer may, that same sign minus I'll put first, then ignoring the sign, I'll just take the numbers and add them up. So 9 plus 3 is 12. So this is the answer, right? Fourth says that minus 7 plus a minus 24. Okay, so again I will first get rid of the bracket. Minus 7, now this plus into minus is minus, so minus 24. Now these are two directed numbers with the same sign minus, so I'll put a minus sign over here, and then I'll add this 24 and 7. That makes it how much? 24 and 6 is 30, so 31. So this is the answer, minus 31. Okay, fifth one, it's minus 5, okay, plus a minus 61 in bracket. Okay, so again I'm going to remove the bracket first. Minus 5 plus into minus minus, so minus 61. Now both are directed number with the same sign minus, so I'll put a minus over here. Then I'll add only the numbers, that is 61 and 5, so it is 66. Right, so this is the answer for fifth one. Sixth one, it's plus 0.2. Okay, and then again a plus, and then again a plus 5.9. Okay, so first I'll get rid of the bracket. So 0.2 can be written as 0.2 only. Plus into plus is plus, and this is 5.9. Okay, now here also, if you want, you can put this sign plus. Okay, now these are two these are not integers, but they are decimal numbers. Okay, but it works for decimal number as well. So both has the same sign, so you'll put that sign plus over here. Then you'll just add up these two numbers, 5.9 and 0.2. So 9 plus 2 is 11, 1 carried, 6. So the answer will be plus 6.1. Okay, fine. Seventh one says that okay, yeah, plus 5 and plus 4.1, plus 4.1. Okay, now this, if you open up the bracket, it will be plus 5 plus 4.1. right? Now these two numbers, if you want to add, the rule is first write plus over here, then just add 4.1 and 5. Okay, 4.1 and 5, if you add, you'll get 9.1. Okay, so this is the answer for seventh one. Eighth one, it's minus 8 plus a minus 27, right? So as usual, minus 8 plus into minus minus, so minus 27. Now these are two directed number with the same sign, so I'll write minus and then add 27 and 8. So it works out to how much? 27 and 8 will be 35, right? So minus 35 is the answer, right? 27 and 8, 8 and 7 is 15, 5, 1. Yeah, that's correct. Now let us quickly come to question number 9. Question number 9 says plus 17 plus 1.7. Okay. So let me remove the bracket first. So it will be plus 17 and plus 1.7. Okay. Now both are having plus sign, so plus sign I'll put over here, and 17 plus 1.7 works out to 18.7. So this is the answer. Okay. So that was ninth one, and let us do the 10th one as well. Okay. The 10th one says that minus 2 plus of minus 3 and then plus of minus 4. Now here you have three directed numbers. Okay. So we'll go and do two at a time. Okay. So let us first try this one, minus 2. Now if you open this bracket, it will become minus 2 minus 3. Okay. And then this bracket, if you open, it will be plus into minus, minus 4. So the three directed numbers are minus 2, minus 3 and minus 4. So first we'll find the answer for this minus 3 and minus 2. So for that the answer will be minus 5, and then I have a minus 4 again. Okay. Now again for the answer for this minus 5 and minus 4 will be, because they are same sign, so it will be minus, and 5 plus 4 is 9. So the final answer is minus 9. So these are the first 10 questions that we have completed, and let us go and proceed for more questions. Okay, let us see how many questions we can do, but somehow we'll have to complete this exercise. Okay, either in one video or two video, whatever it is, but then okay. Okay. Right. Okay. Get rid of all these previous questions. Okay. 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 Done. That should be enough. Okay. So we have completed now 10 questions. Okay. So let us move on to the 11th one. Right. So question number 11th. 11th one is minus 7 plus 4. Okay, minus 7 plus 4. Now this, as usual, we'll just remove the bracket, so it will be minus, plus into plus is plus, so minus 7 plus 4. Now these are two directed numbers with opposite sign, so the rule is you'll have to put the sign of a bigger number. So bigger number in comparison to 7 and 4 is 7, and the sign for 7 is minus, so I'll put a minus sign. Next, the rule says for opposite sign, the rule says you have to take the difference of the two numbers. Okay, or rather you have to subtract smaller number from the bigger number. So 4 minus 7 minus 4 will work out to 3. So the answer will be minus 3. This is the answer for that. Question number 12. Question number 12 says plus 7 plus a minus 4. So this will work out to plus 7 minus 4. And now because they have opposite sign, I'll put the sign of a bigger number, that is plus. And then 7 minus 4 is 3. So this is the answer, plus 3. 13th. 13th, question number 13th, it says that minus 9, okay, plus 7. Okay, so this will work out to minus 9 plus 7. Okay, I've removed the bracket. That is equal to, now this is two directed number with opposite sign. So I'll put the sign of a bigger number, that is minus, and then I'll subtract a smaller number from the bigger number. So 7 and subtract from 9, get 2. So the answer is minus 2. 14th. 14th question says that plus 16, okay, plus a minus 30. Yeah, okay. So here again, first I will remove the bracket. So I'll get plus 16. This plus into minus will be minus, so minus 30. Now I have two directed number with opposite sign. So the according to rule, I'll put minus because that is the sign of the bigger number. Then I will subtract 16 from 30. So 30 minus 16 should be 10 minus 6 is 4 and 2 minus 1 is 1. So 14. So answer will be minus 14, right? And 15th question is plus 14 plus a minus 21. Okay. Now this should work out to first plus 14 minus 21. Now plus 14 minus 21 are two directed number with opposite sign. So I'll put first minus sign because that is the sign of the bigger number 21. And then what I'll do is I'll subtract 14 from 21. Okay, so 14 if I subtract from 21, it should be how much? 14 plus 6 is 20 and so it will be 7. Minus 7 is the answer for 15. Okay, that was question number 15, and I think I'm going to end this particular video over here because time doesn't permit me to go ahead. And in the next part of this video, this is a series of videos, you know that. So in the next part, definitely I'll continue from question number 16 and I'll see how many questions I can complete. So that's all for today's video. Okay, see you all. Take care, all of you. Bye.